up? Alright, which one do we do? This one. How's everybody doing? Teen Titans again. Really? Okay, so we're going up these. Ew. Okay, play pool game. Or am I all white, really? Hey, Mexican. I'll be playing your team.
Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's a special Saturday night edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
After 2 decades in New England, a change of scenery, and another tremendous season culminating with a Super Bowl title. 40 touchdown pass in the regular season, the most since his record-shattering 50-touchdown season of 2007 in New England. He did have minor knee surgery in the offseason, but he said he's sticking with his plan to play beyond the age of 45, which is still 2 years from now. Look out, NFL. Tom Brady still wants to win.
On first down, Brady looking downfield for Godwin. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, it's a question that's been asked over and over and over, but CD, I'll pose it to you anyway. What do you have to do defensively to stop Tom Brady?
It's one of the great questions in the NFL, and there are a ton of defensive coaches who are retired at this point because they tried to stop Tom Brady and couldn't get it done. You've got to have excellent defenders, guys who can stick to their men like glue, because he's so good at finding those open receivers and then putting the ball into tight windows and completing passes downfield.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. The big loss on the second doesn't.
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mark is a very, very fickle man.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. And somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll bring up second down. Now Brady again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Open man is got one. It's complete. And the Buccaneers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Jones. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans ready to take over here on offense. And it's Deshaun Watson at the controls and his 5th season now in the NFL.
Another tremendous year in 2020 where he led the NFL with 4,823 passing yards. And remember, that was in the year after DeAndre Hopkins was traded to Arizona. Also had 33 touchdown passes against only 7 interceptions. A dynamic performer.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. Watson. David Johnson here on the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And Johnson dinged up a bit. Still down. Hopefully nothing serious. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. Tackle made that time by Vita Vea.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The Texans' new punter for 2021, Cameron Johnston, on to punt. Back deep, Antonio Brown. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
He'll start on the ground here with Bernard. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. 2nd down and 5. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this round.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it here with Bernard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you They throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That one good for 17 yards on fourth. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
A good pickup there at 22. Again, it's Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bucs have taken the lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. And Cooks has it over the middle. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Watson. And that is incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the second quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the third quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the third quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the fourth quarter.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brady. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Jones, and he Slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. A short kick taken at the 18. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. And what's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. From the gun, here's Watson. And the check down, it's Ingram. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. That's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row.
Oh, he can't get away. Brady will go down. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, and talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game. That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, and now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. Through the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they can't bring him down. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
That's it, baby. That's it right there.
Ali Marpet, the guard, caught there.
Brady now to throw.
And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
On second down, Bernard. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. From the gun, it's Brady. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Brady. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Let's go! Come on!
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A first throw here for the backup Taylor. On the move to his left. And it works free. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first. On first down, it's Taylor. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Taylor rolling to his right. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what'd you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3 or game 3, you would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
He'll buy some time right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Taylor. This throw is going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about it on air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. A give to Burkhead on first down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Taylor. And his throw is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On third down, Taylor. This one middle of the field. It's wearing the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. It's Taylor on fourth down. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. The Bucs offense set. To begin their next possession. They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Brady going to throw. High throw, but the catch is made. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brady going to look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them. And now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans there to make the grab. And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. One last shot for Taylor. It's wearing the tight end with it. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way.
Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
Well, the hope was that these Florida showers would have passed through by now, but it looks like we're in for a wet one tonight at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup.
Michael Gallup is the unsung member of the Cowboys receiving corps, but he's made some big catches during his time in Dallas. Now in his 4th season, he makes another one there.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, and it's 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up the 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Time to see what this Tampa Bay Bucs offense has in store. They're led by the now 7-time Super Bowl champion, the MVP of Super Bowl 55. Charles, it's Tom Brady.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff on Father Time the way that he has.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And not his best effort there, as this one's going to be spotted down just outside of the 40-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun again to Elliott. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing, Prescott. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So that one will be accepted. On play action, now Brady. And that is incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Brady. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A 3rd down gain of 19.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. His throw incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
Play action. Now it's Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the 3rd time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize.
I think you're right. We're only in the 1st quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. Was a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards. So many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this, you have to drive it a little bit lower in order to make that distance, and you also have to be worried about the interior rush that they can get their hands on it. So that's why those stronger kickers nowadays who can pop it up in the air and still travel and carry it, that's who you're looking for.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. This to Jarwin. That catch good for only a couple.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the first down.
We're scoreless after one. Throwing again on second down. Prescott, and he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Cowboy first down there. Prescott to Gallup. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. On second down now. It's Elliott. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So their move is to decline that so they don't get another second down. It'll be third.
So that has to tell us that they're pretty confident in their third down defense, right?
Absolutely.
Whether it's a sub package or nickel package, whatever they want to run out there, they feel like they can defend here on third down.
Well, that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
And they'll get him down. Right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Come on, let's go.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Shotgun now for Brady. And the first hookup is off for tight end Rob Gronkowski. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. To throw is Brady. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, Clark, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. And Evans calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as they extends their lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense. offense as he shuffles onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Ndamukong Suh able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Prescott.
And he'll go underneath here to Elliott.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And Chris Godwin, one of those great unselfish players. Remember, he gave up his uniform number to Tom Brady when he got to town. He's kind of known as the 1B to Mike Evans' 1A in this Tampa Bay pecking order among receivers. He makes a nice catch there.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener as we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Brady. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Brady's throw there complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Brady again. Brown has the first down and much more. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And that's a good catch there for a first down by Antonio Brown. And in his career, at one point, he had 6 straight seasons over 100 catches. Not putting up those types of numbers now, but continues to be a favorite of Tom Brady, who recruited him originally to New England and most recently to Tampa.
And the Bucs are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
4 down again. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette taking it in from a yard out. And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Very short kick taken right at the 20. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it's struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground. That hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Prescott on 3rd and 2. Close it up, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because...
And got his man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big pickup of 38.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Jones, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he's got this pretty close to a 1st down. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Brady.
broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back into 32. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
If it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And they're able to get this one across the 35. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And Fournette with a first down carry as he works his way forward for a nice pickup of about 6. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Back to throw, Brady. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4. To throw is Brady. Aaron this one out for Evans. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Brady going to look to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone to give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Suck up for the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is Tony Pollard. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott. Finding Schultz. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. To throw, Prescott to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper, 62 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Pass midfield, look out. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Brady going to throw here. Goes right side, complete to Brown. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Now Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Brady to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think, if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. And Suckup will put this one right through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now Pollard. Strong running. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Tampa Bay, they begin their Super Bowl defense with a victory here in the Thursday night opener. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Dallas,
today, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us on the west coast of the Sunshine State. Downtown Tampa's the spot, Raymond James Stadium. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Well, he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. We get a peek at Tom Brady as he brings out this Tampa Bay offense. And Tom Brady in his 22nd season overall and his second in Tampa Bay.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff on Father Time the way that he has.
That's right, left side. The start to drive is complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards right off the bat, and a quick first down. To throw, it's Brady. Looking downfield for Jones. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Falcon offense about ready to go to work here for the first time, and leading them as he has since 2008 is the veteran quarterback, former MVP, Matt Ryan. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Ryan. They'll drop this off for Davis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. From the shotgun, Ryan. Getting this ball out wide for Davis. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now here's Davis to run again on 2nd. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And a nice run to get this up over the 20-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 22, Brady. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. So they opted to run the ball there on 3rd down on their side of the field.
I wonder if that was a called play, or did he check into it? And if he did, that took a lot of guts because on his own side of the field, an obvious passing down, decides to run the football and they pick up the 1st down. Give that man a ton of credit.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28
this was a well-orchestrated drive they've put together. You think back to how far they were backed up to start things out, but they've gone on a march since then, and now after that completion there, they've got a first and goal.
Jones. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second down and goal. Brady for the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Well, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point up and good by Suckup, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Green to bring it back. A good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Second down, Davis. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs' 43-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. On 3rd and 1, Ryan. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They brought in a heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now Ryan on first down. Right back to Pitts again. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Over to the right, taken in by Barrios. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. This kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? But wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw pulled in by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. To throw is Brady. And it's caught. It's Chris Godwin. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first down carry for Davis.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Ryan. And Davis with it left side. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 26. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Mike Davis, such a revelation for the Panthers last year, subbing for the injured Christian McCaffrey much of the season. Did a nice job running the ball, but wound up with 59 catches, easily a career high, and the 4th most by a running back in the NFL.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley. That'll bring up 2nd down. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. And this one is
goes right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. Throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
They're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
It was sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 6 yards left on 2nd down. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball-controlled football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Brady gets away with one. Lucky, could have been intercepted, but it falls to the ground. A third quarter now, at a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a 1st down. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 1st touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close.
It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. With it is Brown. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue. Almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'll swing this out to Fournette. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 31-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 2nd down at 4. Now Brady.
Tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on it.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown Bucs. Mike Evans, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are on their way to a 2-0 start. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult, but guess...
Yeah, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point put through by Succop, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Green to bring it back. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. So Matt Ryan of the offense. Down by 15. 2:22 on the clock. Deuces wild. It's been a struggle to score all day, and now they need to do it twice here late to have a chance. Throwing now. Ryan on 1st down. Call it a loss Loss of 14 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw over the middle, taken in. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And the hook up here with Ridley. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. That's to Evans, and what a nice catch that is. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Brady's throw there, incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Brady going to look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady airing this one out for Evans. And incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Airing this one out for Evans. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, they use the favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0.